Howdy folks, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to play as the Flood in Halo 2 without any mods. So let's get right into it. First, start up your game on a mission Oracle on co-op. It could be Xbox Live or split screen co-op, it doesn't matter. And then have one person kill their teammate. And then once their teammate's dead, make sure you're standing in some place where they can't respawn, such as where we're standing right now on top of the door at the beginning of the mission, right, the cutscene. And after that, restart your mission. Once the mission is done restarting, kill your teammate again by sticking them, but this time, instead of going back to that spot, just run ahead and keep meleeing your sword so that your teammate does not respawn. This act of rapid meleeing will prevent them from spawning, and you want to keep doing this until you get to about this spot here, and you can stop meleeing, and then your teammate should respawn as the Flood. In this case, an elite Flood combat form. Now, it's all about timing at this part, and if it doesn't work the first time, you just try again. And sometimes using active camo might help a little bit, but like I said, it could take a few tries. But let's take a look at it again from my perspective. So here it is, got stuck, and then I can't respawn. So once you verify that the other partner can't respawn, that's when you restart the mission, and then repeat most of that again, and then move on ahead. So, if you watched the previous videos on other things you can control and take over or play as, you'll know that this is a pretty awesome glitch that was recently found by a group of people, Mr. Monopoly, Hark the Shark, Dr. Biz, and Nibre. And actually it was Hark the Shark that showed this to me and helped me record half of it too. So, big thanks to all of them, and it's a really amazing glitch that they found, and pretty much almost anything is possible to control. Some things are a lot more difficult than others, while others are relatively simple. But yeah, so we're just gonna be covering the Flood combat form for this particular video today. Now, I do get asked this question on every video that we do about this on other characters we've controlled, but I just want to answer the question again, just so people who missed in previous videos or people who haven't seen those previous videos. You can do this on any version of Halo 2 except for Halo 2 Vista. You could do it on the original Xbox version, you could do it on the Xbox One MCC version of Halo 2 Anniversary, and you should most likely be able to do it on the PC version of Halo 2 Anniversary. But at the time of making this video, that version's not out yet, but I'm quite positive it should work. And if you're seeing this in the future, feel free to confirm that it works for all of us. But yeah, so playing as the Flood is very interesting. So in first-person perspective, you probably won't notice it too much. You can't really tell, but the Flood, it has partial control, as I mentioned in the first showcase video. The AI is technically still there, or at least some of it is, so that when you get too close to an enemy, or rather an ally sometimes, it will automatically lunge, and in this case it just slides around and he pushes me around. It's like some kind of magnetic lunge, but it doesn't actually swing the sword, and you really don't have any control over that. Once you're kind of in that I guess animation or sequence, it's really hard to break out of it. It kind of depends on the other player. They could either find a way to get out the way, or to split you two up, or they could just kill you entirely. But yeah, so it's pretty cool, and you also get all the properties of the Flood, such as being able to jump really high and pretty far. Which, if you saw a little early in the video, I lunged at the heretic leader and then did a lunge, like a Flood lunge, and it threw me into the wall and destroyed me. Which is one of the downsides of playing as the Flood, because you also become just as fragile, meaning it's pretty easy to break you apart, quite literally. So that's why you have to watch out for your allies, and then to stop your allies from shooting at you, you can either kill them all, or if you can't, such as with Shipmaster, just keep them away long enough for you to hit a loading point. Once you've hit a loading point, your allies will stop attacking you. They'll become quote-unquote friendly again. However, other enemies like the Flood will attack you, and if you get an infection form on you, that can pretty much be the end of you. Sometimes they're hard to get off, especially with, if your teammate tries to shoot them off, it'll be really hard to get them off without killing you. And of course, other Flood combat forms will attack you, and so on. So you gotta be very careful with that. It's actually quite a challenge to play as the Flood the entire time. But if you do die, it will undo this glitch. But if you had a checkpoint and you die, then you'll revert to where, you know, you were still playing as the Flood, and it'll be okay. You don't have to redo it if you had a checkpoint. If you didn't, then it will undo it. But yeah, so hopefully you guys, you know, did find this to be interesting, and if this tutorial helps you out, then, you know, have fun, and hopefully you do enjoy it. If you did, as always, make sure to leave a like on this video. If there's anything else you want to check out or look into, or any other tutorials you want to see for this, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll, you know, definitely do my best to get around to that when I get the chance. But other than that, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.